Either way, it's going to be Sandels versus Dreams&Magic. Finland versus Spain.
Soul spawns in 15 seconds.
See, 15 seconds, and that Soul is going to respawn. We're going to find out. Nice Rocket actually predicting that Nyx was going to run in there and take that mega health. Coming up behind, already surprising him. Slip getting the frag, and now 2 frags actually on the side of Dreams&Magic.
A lot of dead bodies right now. We're seeing it. The Soul has spawned. Now this is the important one. Slip's able to take it away. Anarchy, but no, he goes down to Voland's Scale Bearer.
And now, obviously trying to go straight through there and charge it, but Obelisk A does get activated. Now they're going to have to hold this one off. But this is actually the Obelisk location of which there is a lot of open space. And wow, going straight through. Voland! No fear, just running straight in with the gauntlet. Already getting a clean frag there.
Once again, we see this room is completely walled off. Very few entrants in here, but Sandels doing a really good job of just holding it off.
This is definitely one of the largest maps, and because of that, there's lots of room space to sit and defend before they even get inside. But the interesting thing on this map is that they do need to enter a legitimate sort of building covered in walls, which means that if you're a defender and you're playing a Solag, you can really just scatter the acid and tick that damage away, as we just saw here.
Actually, a stun add up to Anarchy. No health now, so it's going to be ticking down quite a lot. Gets a little bit of armor, but he's going to be very squishy. Oh no, he gets seen. Ranger tries to get away, but Gaia is there. Acid finishes him off with that last final tick.
He fumbles his rocket jump as well, so it takes a little bit of damage. But Dreams&Magic really trying to push it back, but Sandels being super aggressive to try and fight back for the soul.
And here we go, just that sort of chaotic exchange we're used to seeing, sure.
Here we go.
Like just the sheer amount of damage that Rocket dishes out. Oh, and Draku goes down.
From the skies.
15 seconds.
Now power-up's going to spawn in due time. We've already seen how important the power-up is when everyone gets it. As you can see, every member of Dreams&Magic fighting for it, but look at the big open space. This is going to be a complete free-for-all for whoever gets this power-up.
What's it going to be, though?
That's protection.
Oh, protection. That's good for him. And it's Ranger, too, so Ranger's going to be tickling himself with rocket jumps now if he gets to.
If he gets the chance, may not even need it. As you can see here, just really trying to fight back, go towards the Obelisk and hold it, but it's just consistently ticking up. Wow! Nice die roll catch.
That was really well placed too, and just like that, Dreams&Magic went down as just a clean 29% to 0, and in one push they managed to take the lead themselves.
Okay, but now it's a bit more sort of like smaller caves, smaller entryways, you know, taking one point to another. You've got one giant room versus this sort of like slightly walled off area, but nooks and crannies. Lots of different places you can take the room. As you can see here, trying to go in, but Dreams&Magic again doing a great job of holding it off, using the aggressive ball charge, but it doesn't work out. Gets a rocket from behind, and here we go. They're actually managing to fight back for it. And now Draku holds the soul before getting fragged himself.
Indeed, Slip's going to be credited for that one. You see the acid spit coming out in the back. How much damage is that going to be adding up to? Dreams&Magic still holding on to it. There's 55% push and going on. Oh, so much damage coming up. Sombra using that natural health of Scale Bearer to just tank all of that damage.
Sombra just had enough time as well to just wait for him to land on the ground and then get the rocket where he knows it's guaranteed and he can't control it. Speaking of which, gets a ball charge as well, Sombra. Now Predator again, access to the soul once more, trying to drop it off.
Yeah, that was good for him. Sandels were finally able to pry it away, but Predator just puts it straight back on the Obelisk again, and they've got double the lead now.
It was a good start. It was actually a really good start for Sandels, but since the Obelisk has gone in the hands of Dreams&Magic, oh no, Predator!
You know you were talking about those Nyx Ghostwalks sort of assassinations. It's exactly what we saw there. And Dan's now would be able to take the soul away. They're trying to take it off the Obelisk. They have done so. Dreams&Magic, are they going there? They're going straight back here. They don't want them to get around.
Oh wow, Dreams&Magic just heading them off completely. The question is, can they pick it back up? They're completely surrounded. Bear in mind, power-up spawning in 5 seconds. It's a matter of trying to drop the soul off and the power-up.
That was good movement there, throwing it up top, then die roll, follow it.
Scale Bearer has access to protection. We've already seen how dangerous that champion is with that power-up.
Yeah, and it's unfortunately it's Sombra that's holding onto it as well, when he's going in hard now. He really wants to take this one back. And the charge, oh no, he accidentally wastes it, but he catches Guy with a mid-air rocket. He's probably going to take this soul off. Can he get it back to his point though?
I mean, he's got protection. It's going to be so hard to stop him, especially when he has the rest of his team on deck, good to go. It's going to be Anarchy and Nyx trying to push forward. Anarchy can just, in record time, drop that soul back off because of his natural speed. But even though they've managed to get the soul, the rest of the team are going to follow up.
Indeed, here we go. That's a bit of an exchange here, damage-wise. Who's got the soul now, though? Looks like, yes, Sandels have managed to hold on to it. Yeah, they're throwing it away. They're desperately trying to get it back. And he falls down, but no, instantly picked up by Voland. Oh, he's going to go down as well, and Slip's going to run it straight back. And here we go. There's that speed of Anarchy when he's got the soul. Look at how much ground he's covering so quickly.
He can just navigate the map way faster than anyone else. But hang on, going for the assassination. He hasn't seen Nyx. Will the armor be enough though? The super shotgun doesn't connect twice. Minimal damage as well. The rocket, no doubt, not quite. Dan manages to get that super shotgun at long last.
Yeah, but Dreams&Magic still holding on to the soul though, so regardless, they are still ticking up at this point. And Dracu goes down to the super shotgun, one shot, goes down for again. He's going in for some more kills, and he's going to get the second one. Is he going to make the 3?
Can he get that triple kill? Lots of health on the Sorlag. Oh, misses the rail, and that's going to be punished heavily. Can he get 4? Not quite.
But the fact that Slip was able to take down 3 people there with that super shotgun, just the power of this weapon if you're accurate enough. And again, Dreams&Magic, I think they might, yeah. No, it's contested. Have they got it? They committed suicide.
We'll soon find out, and there we go. Obelisk gets taken, and that's going to be round 1 to Dreams&Magic. What was a good start for Sandels, just taken away. Dreams&Magic holding it really confidently, I think.
Well, that's an important thing, though, right? It's one thing being able to grab the soul and defend it, but you have to be really confident as a unit to seize it from the enemies as well. And right now, that seems to be a big deciding factor here.
That was a really unfortunate spawn for Volant. Slip just spawning right next to him, but much closer to the super shotgun. There really wasn't much Slip could have done to survive that.
Indeed, but it's going to spawn up again. Soul is almost going to be here soon. Caught again, but yep, it's going to go down.
Now when it spawns, we're going to see what side they're going to go for.
Okay, so Slip's able to bag it, but he's going to die instantly. Does not have the health as Anarchy, but no, Volant is going to take him down too. Just got hit by that rail, and the rest was history.
Now this time actually almost seemed like a really nice prediction. It almost seemed like Sandels knew that he was going to try and go for Obelisk A, and because of that, they waited for him the second they saw him go around the corner.
Well, again, it comes down to some Obelisks are favoured more than others, and if both teams want A, they're just going to ambush them here. And that's exactly what we saw on Dracu doing feature popping up now, but he is to get behind as the teleporter comes out. But again, he is quite low on health though. No! Sombra says hello.
The pain train cometh, coming straight through the door. No time to react to that one.
No, indeed, but they are still defending this Obelisk. They've got a nice amount though, but Predator's going to take Gaia out with that nice rail. But still getting a lot of points up here though. Dracu ready to defend, and once again, Sandels with another very strong start. They need to hold this on as much as they can. Oh wow,
no!
Sombra
Gets a really good ground rocket, but it wasn't enough damage. Actually just gave Anarchy that speed boost, and now Sombra, he's going to try and take this objective.
It's always a bit disheartening, hitting Anarchy with a direct, knowing that he probably doesn't have a lot of health left and still going down. That's unfortunate.
Sombra tries to navigate, just trying to sort of pepper those rockets down, but it's not going to be enough. Actually, no, it does actually go through. Wow! And gets destroyed.
And Dracu able to sneak this one away, though. He's throwing it about. And right now we see Dreams&Magic here trying. They know they're going to try and get through A this way. He's trying to stop him on the way, but I'm not sure if they're able to do it in time. No, they're not. Gaia is going to easily place this back down onto the Obelisk.
But it's still going to be 10 seconds till Gaia has access to that spit. Now, once again, power-up's going to spawn in 10 seconds. This is when we can see Dreams&Magic. If they can get that power-up, no doubt it's going to be much easier for them to take this, and a trade comes through. You wonder what the situation's going to be after the spawn.
Yeah, that thing, what's his power-up going to be? It's quad damage, and Slip has it on Anarchy, and he's got his super shotgun out. We know we've seen this before. He is ready. Oh, he gets ambushed. It's Dracu, but it's no. Dracu, 14 health left on him, ever so slightly missing it.
Slip pops the injection as well to bring himself straight back up to nice and healthy. Every member of the Dreams&Magic has the soul, and they've got the quad damage on hand. I'm really surprised if they can even stop them from getting this to the Obelisk.
Moving as a 4-man unit, but they go straight into rocket fire, but the quad damage comes through. No, Gaia stops him in his tracks, but he's going to pick up the quad damage himself, so Dreams&Magic still have control of it.
Doing a job of being this one-man army, holding off quad from every member of the team, and now he takes it himself. Gaia with the reverse momentum gets taken out though. Doesn't quite drop it off, but Dracu with the lift.
Dracu is just having absolute control. Oh, almost goes straight into the Dire Orb there.
Can he get the LG? Is it going to be enough? Has plenty of health to work with. It's looking likely, but the enemy does take the soul anyway, and it's going to just stop the percentage from building up. However, Dreams&Magic still on 0%.
Yeah, and that really is the deciding factor here so far. Sandels 57% and climbing to 0. This is going to be a bit of a comeback potential for Dreams&Magic, but right now they just aren't able to seize this soul away. Sandels doing such a good job defending it.
Bear in mind, it's 1 versus 2 at the moment. He's trying to take it. Has actually got the soul. Is he going to even get away? Not quite.
No, he did go down. They're going to try and pick this up, but Nyx has it now, though. That speed's going to come through. Are they in position to stop him? There's only one member of Sandels. No, Gaia right there behind him to stop him.
Oh, got a little bit stuck on the wall. That's going to waste precious time, unfortunately. This is so much going on right now. This is chaos.
Indeed, Sombra doesn't have his ball rush, but he's just running through. Yeah, passes over to Anarchy. He's going to go through a bit. No, he just gets railed.
Waiting on the other side.
Desperate to not let them get a single percent. Sandels playing this so much better than they did round 1.
But it's a matter of defense, I think. The second they know that the Dreams&Magic are going to seize the soul, they are there at Obelisk A. Sorry, B, I should say, waiting for them. power-up's going to spawn in 5 seconds again. This might be when things get a little bit pivotal. However, if Sandels get the power-up instead, which it looks like they're likely to do, hang on.
I think Slit might have tunnel vision towards that soul a little bit there. Guy goes down. The quad damage is in the favor of Dreams&Magic, but right now 70% to 0. Even though they have control of this quad, that's still quite a mountain to climb to bring this round back.
Hang on, he's got lots of health and plenty of teammates behind him. 4 members of Dreams&Magic on top of the quad damage. They're trying to seize this. Again, catching him up behind. Really hiding behind the wall. Was it enough? No, Volant can't quite get enough damage. And now they're going to try and take it away, but Dan's getting a crucial rail.
Unfortunately, wasn't able to do much with that quad damage. Seems a bit completely wasted. And right now, Sandels still with his commanding life
with
lead.
the rail spree, just tagged 3 kills to defend that territory. And just like that, look at how much the Soul has progressed on Obelisk A. Sandels looking to make a complete clean sweep in this round.
This might be 87%. They're getting the Soul. They keep getting the Soul off the Obelisk, but they're not able to get it away. So Sandels are just effortlessly placing it back on. This is going to be a 100-0 round.
Oh, tags Predator as well. Almost risky when the rail didn't actually get the kill. But again, the spree begins. Can he get a final kill? Not quite, but that's definitely enough to just keep them at bay.
Doing a lot of damage, and right now the entire brigade of Sandels are here to defend, and Gaia gets a frag to defend this point. 1% left to do the round, and that is going to be it. Sandels with a clean 100% to 0 capture.
Easily the best way you can answer back. If you've lost a round, but then your next round on the same point as well. Bear in mind, Sandels had that Obelisk in the first round also, and unfortunately didn't quite go in their favor. The second round being as dominant as that has just sent a massive message to Dreams&Magic.
But there was no clear MVP. That was all of the members of Sandels started really pulling their weight and doing what they need to do. You know, and that's the kind of adjustment you need. That it isn't just one person playing better. It's the whole team as a unit together improves what they're doing.
You can see the Soul's going to be moments away from spawning, but Dreams&Magic catching those crucial kills. This does mean they are likely to get the Soul themselves first, and they have got it. Now, no doubt, I think they're going to take it to Obelisk A instead.
Yeah, they did. Dreams&Magic able to secure this one, so Sandels' ability to get the Obelisk B is now going to be tested.
Absolutely. Trying to keep them there, but there's 2-man assault with me, 2 versus 2. Make that 3 versus 2 with Draku coming up behind with the rocket.
I love how Draku's using this rocket though, you know, taking so much less damage with these rocket jumps as he is playing Ranger, but still being so accurate when he's actually going for the fights. He's all over the place.
By all means, however, because they've managed to drop it off at A, at the end of the day, Sandels needs to get in there and attack, but really good. Almost like an outward defense, you know. Dreams&Magic, they're not sitting and defending from inside their point. They're doing everything they can to actually keep Sandels away from the outside. Don't even give him a chance to go inside.
Indeed, they're basically trading frag for frag, but if you are going even every time you go for a fight, if you're capturing the Obelisk, you are instantly winning those trades. And the Gauntlet comes out with that shotgun. Yeah, Sombras, don't bring a blade to a super shotgun fight.
That's the lesson of today. Okay.
Especially if it's a big, scary scale bearer behind him. And Verlat now going in, now trying to get this Obelisk back. Predator was sitting in the corner trying to defend, didn't quite have the health to go with it, and that mid-air almost attempts. Yeah, they just traded out the kill there.
On the flip side, actually, the Obelisk is almost at 50% already. I mean, they just got completely swept in that last round. However, I mean, look at this. Halfway already. All they've got to do is now hold it up for like an extra just over 1 minute, and they're actually going to take this map.
Indeed, they are doing really good just for getting that clean reverse sweep. I mean, you say what an answer to that first round. What an answer to the answer, to do it straight back again. The guy once again getting a nice rail, but again, Dreams&Magic holding on to this Obelisk. They bring that protection.
Predator running in with the steal, and Draku, though, does manage to get the protection on deck. If he can survive long enough, this is the opening Sandels need to take this Soul and push forward towards their own Obelisk.
Right, they're taking it with the protection on Ranger. That could be huge. He doesn't have a rocket, though, so he can't navigate quite quickly, but you can see Dreams&Magic in this room trying to stop him from going through. His team needs to support him here.
There's actually no one nearby to actually help him out. I'm assuming they were just trying to get frags elsewhere to prevent it, but unfortunately, Draku left to his own devices.
Oh, there's a shotgun coming out, but no, Dan doesn't quite have the health to take it. And once again, Scaleberry just prevailing with that shotgun.
But again, just look at this solid defense. This entire time, the percentage has just been going up so quickly. And now Dreams&Magic with only 20% left. I mean, they just got completely swept, but again, in this final round, they're looking to do the exact same thing back on the exact same point. Evidently, both teams, I should say, actually, more comfortable on this Obelisk than the other one, I think.
Definitely seems that way, but Dreams&Magic so fast, 88% and climbing. We're getting, 90, just 10% left to go. This is really dangerous for Sandels. They were looking so strong in the second round, but I'm not quite sure if they have enough to take this back now, because even if they get this Obelisk back, they then have to defend for 100% straight.
They're going to get a couple of frags, but I'm not sure it's going to be enough. There we go. One map going on the side of Dreams&Magic.
That was very back and forth, that game. You know, from that first round being so decisive, second round being the exact same thing, but in reverse, and the third round reversing it again. This is 3 one-sided rounds. Very not similar to what we saw in the first series of the day.
I think the crazy thing, though, is that the second round, even though the result of actually like the percentage compared to percentage was very similar, I feel like the third round was almost half the time. Even though it was the same result, the timer was just, they just held it and basically kept it. We almost didn't see at all the soul go onto the hands of Sandels, I mean, in the slightest.
And whenever they did get it, they lost it straight away and was put straight back where it belonged.
I guess it can be quite a morale killer when you've just taken a dominant round that's like, right, boys, we're back in it. And then the next round that you go into is pretty much the exact opposite, you know, and it goes on the side of you instead. So when you're in this position, you know, as a team, how do you get back into this? You know, how do you take that momentum back? Because you can't be demoralized after a result, because you've still got one map to go.
Well, a big part of it could be map choice. There's always the chance, and I'm not saying this is the case, but there's always the chance that they just aren't as comfortable when seizing both obelisks there. Because, you know, they definitely favored that, you know, that sort of almost like cathedral point, you know, with the obelisk on the round they did win. And as soon as they don't have control of that one obelisk and they have to go for the other one, they instantly seemed nowhere near as comfortable. So on the off chance that that is just a thing and they weren't quite as comfortable getting rid of one obelisk compared to the other, do they then make sure their next map is something that they are confident defending both obelisks on? I
would say that's definitely going to be a good call. I mean, bear in mind that, you know, if you do have a preferred side as a team, it's almost going to be a detriment to you, because obviously, you know, you're not always going to get the side immediately, because you've got to take that soul first. And if you don't get that, obviously as a team, you're going to obviously need to know how to recover if you don't get the side you're after. Now, Lockbox. Interested to see a team actually pick this already, you know, so early on in this league in general. Because Lockbox, you know, we are aware that it's a map that a lot of teams aren't really a huge fan of, because it's very new. However, do they see this almost as like a trump card? This is their ace in the hole, the new map that they're ready for. Clearly they would have been practicing on it. Are they now going to challenge how much Dreams&Magic know about such a new map like Lockbox?
Well, we're going to find out, but one thing they're going to have going for them, though, is Sandels running that Solag. If they do so again on Lockbox, obviously Solag being immune to acid damage. I'm pretty sure that includes the acid on the environment in Lockbox.
I'm fairly certain I've seen a Sombra, not a Sombra, sorry, a Solag walk through acid unscathed.
I'm like 90% sure it counts the acid in the environment. And if that's the case, they've obviously got this Solag pick. That's going to help her out with a lot of that sort of pathing and routing around. But at the same time, let's talk about the compositions they brought there. So right there, Sandels brought in Scalebearer, Solag, Nyx, and Ranger. So you almost still have that kind of like, you know, 2 beefies, 2... not beefies, I suppose, but Ranger obviously not being super squishy himself and having a lot of that sort of survivability with the...
I feel like we saw Anarchy make a big difference. I really think, bear in mind, like, you know, I think denying area space with rockets is very important, but Anarchy, because he's in the air so often and he's got that increased air control, where if Anarchy gets hit by a rocket and launched into the air, he isn't at complete mercy of where he's going to be.
That also means that those situations we would see in that final round, where Sandels was able to take the soul off the obelisk, but then die trying to run it back because they were just getting caught up to and they weren't able to quite get the distance they wanted. Anarchy does a good job of stopping that, because very few characters in the game can keep up to an Anarchy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he is one of the fastest champions in the game. Again, on this side, a bit of a manic start while we wait for the soul to spawn.
Oh, he's just holding that. Oh, that was cheeky. Oh, it was a teammate. It was a teammate. Never mind. Can you imagine that? Going out of a teleporter right into a blade.
However, though, Dreams&Magic were in complete control of the soul, and now they're going in for Obelisk B. Now, this is a very, very close quarters Obelisk to try and control.
Indeed. Now they've got hold of it. Dreams&Magic now, if they can keep this train rolling. Oh, they hit the super shotgun hit. Keeps him alive.
Yeah, he's forced the injection out, so he's not going to have that for quite a while, but just getting the health back enough to stall time. That's going to be more than enough.
Oh.
Ouch. Big
now
rail.
That is a weakness to Anarchy. Being caught without armor against rockets and or rails does quite a significant amount of damage. But it looks like, yeah, Dan's to be able to try and take the soul, but no, Dreams&Magic are waiting already to stop that completely.
On both obelisks on Lockbox, though, there's a lot of high ground. Obviously, the obelisks will be taken across the floor, but there's lots of ledges and little platforms that the enemies and the players can actually take to really rain fire down, you know. So if you're going to take that obelisk, you really are at the mercy of whatever presence people have up top. And that's across both obelisks. You know, it's risky and very dangerous to take the obelisk on this map.
Also, Sandels was able to steal the soul away. Dracu tries to go through, but isn't quite able to. 2 hits. Wow, but no, Gaia still manages to get away. And here we go, that rocket jump. Just the speed in which he's covering. Oh no, but it's caught trying to escape and Sombra stops him. He's going to pick up the soul and go straight back towards B.
There's a lot of like open paths on Lockbox, even though it looks like an unbelievably crazy close quarters map. Certain hallways that you can take, your sort of rocket jump pathing and your speedy pathing, you can get from one point to another super fast on this map.
Indeed, but even though Sandels got so close to dropping off to Obelisk A, they didn't get a single percentage once again. Oh no, actually got taken off. Yeah, the power-up's coming up soon. Volan is ready and waiting once again with that power-up, and Dansk is able to take the soul away. Question is, who has access to the power-up?
Yeah, I mean, the second you realize who's got access to power-up, it becomes a little bit harder to predict.
Dreams&Magic. Slip has it on Anarchy, no less. It's quad damage.
Let's see what he can bring to the table. He's going to use that lightning gun. He's no doubt going to pick up a whole bunch of frags, but has he got his team behind him? He can easily get picked off just like that. Bear in mind, Anarchy with quad is still squishy Anarchy.
Indeed, and guys here once again, but they have actually controlled the obelisk. They have to defend it now. They still have it, so it's going to start taking up percentage if they can hold on to it. Though Draku with this quad machine gun. Oh, but Sombra just shoots him point blank with a super shotgun. Deleted.
Bear in mind, he's point blank. Can he get it? He does indeed. Oh, nice little cheeky double.
Good stuff, and now we go. Sandels able to build up this percentage now. This lead's not looking as significant. That lightning gun, though, is coming through strong. And he's going to fall down. Gaia goes down.
They're really going to try and sort of sit and defend the obelisk, but so far, as you can see nearby, quite a lot of members of Sandels sort of scattered out, maybe predicting someone to take the soul instead.
All the soul is still on the way. Predator has it now. Can he get away in time? He's playing next. He's got the speed, and there's the spawn. Valent is there trying to stop him. But he has his boys backing him up here. He can safely get through, but there's two of them there waiting, we can see.
There we go, dropping off the soul to Slip, who's behind Anarchy. Giving the soul to your Anarchy is a very common strategy for obvious reasons. He's so fast, can navigate the map so freely.
Well, you said before, something we see is...
oh, he gets it! Cheeky!
Oh, no, he gets it. No, there's the rail to stop him again.
Giving himself that boost of speed, though, that's going to be super important, dropping it back off to Obelisk B. 38% versus 39%. Very much deadlocked.
Well, it's like we said before this match started, though, the strength of Anarchy just being hard to intercept on the way to the Obelisk once he's holding onto that soul. I mean, case in point right there, look at the amount of distance he covered before he went down. All Dax had to do was just get that last little bit. That's all he needed.
Bear in mind, the power-up is incoming. Does manage to snag a cheeky double now because there are so many people trying to take the soul, though that does mean that the power-up itself is likely to be free for Dreams&Magic.
Yeah, the Scarborough fight is the protection, though, goes to Nyx. We actually see Nyx pick this up quite often, though, just being quite a formidable, hard-to-kill opponent when she has that protection.
There's definitely... trying to defend against someone with protection, though, when they're surrounded by their team, it's a very big ask.
But it's also defending Nyx with protection as well, no less.
But just look how little damage that rail did. Like, he just laughed in the face of that.
Especially when she's sitting next to armor and health pickups as well. You can see all three of them here just defending around, just covering up this obelisk. Yeah,
Sandels really trying to, as you can see, the four of them trying to stick together. No doubt they're going to sort of push in as a group and try and scatter themselves out somewhat, but just look at the defense. Dreams&Magic have so many railguns. They're just going to pick them off bit by bit using that high ground. Forcing the Ghost Walk. He is going to survive, though. And again!
Oh my word, the cheeky stuff. He reappeared. He had no idea he was going to be there, but the soul is stolen. I think Dreams&Magic are doing a good job defending this.
Being very careful not to overextend. However, jumping straight into the spit, that's going to tick down. I do believe actually the asset's going to kill. No, gets the health at the last possible second.
Oh, he's behind him now. A lot of damage coming through the lightning gun. Goes up the jump pad, but he's not even chases him down with the dire orb, but Volan is there, ready to defend himself.
The defense, since they've managed to get it back in, yeah, just like that, look, sacrificing that obelisk successfully. 38%. Sandels looking really good when they dropped it off, but the second they dropped it off that second time, Sandels couldn't get it back. They couldn't compete.
I mean, Dreams&Magic just looking like a complete unit right now. You know, they're good at seizing together. They protect themselves when they go from one obelisk to the other, and when they hold onto it, their defense is impeccable.
I really feel like Anarchy does, especially on this map, Anarchy makes a big difference.
I mean, generally in the series, Anarchy's made a huge difference. Oh, chases him down with a nail gun. That was cheeky stuff. Really well played. Dax goes down, but I mean, that's it though. You know, Anarchy is really making a big difference, especially when it comes down to just controlling the soul in transit.
There we go. Manages to get access to the soul, also using the ball rush to safely drop it off. Now, again, the pace of the match has been decided. Dreams&Magic forced onto Obelisk B this time, though. Kind of interesting, actually, that Dreams&Magic chose to use Obelisk B last time, and Sandels was completely content with giving them that Obelisk again on this map for the second time.
Well, the Dracu just almost like body blocked Anarchy there, just not letting him get past. That's all he needed to do, but the Soul has been taken, 2 of them here. Not a lot of Sandals around to defend. They are gradually starting to get in space, but yeah, Dracu's able to salvage it.
I wonder if Dracu was actually expecting there to be a couple more people sitting there to prevent him from taking it. The second he realized, he tried to sort of double back, but by then it was too late. Again, popping that injection. Anarchy nice and stacked up, but Volant with lots of health and armor. Scale Bearer as well. Going to be hard to take him down before he drops off, and again, gets it back, and 10% tick down in just over a minute.
But here's that control, right? Is here, ready and waiting. He's trying to get through the rocket, that lightning gun comes through. Volant wins that 1v1. Oh, but he's caught behind. Oh, but that wonderful turnaround.
Yeah, very nice little turnaround actually. But again, Anarchy gets access to the Soul, but that one rail, that's it. That's going to seal the deal. Can't afford to take any extra health.
Okay, Dracu's rocket jumping out of danger. Gives himself a little bit of a height advantage, picking up some health for himself. A direct rocket and forces the Ghost Walk out.
Good prediction as well. The defense so far has been much more rock solid. But again, it's that high ground. This tried and tested high ground on lockbox is ever so prominent. Oh no!
Wow. It's not every day you see a Ranger do enough damage to commit suicide. That's how you know the Ranger was low.
Yeah, definitely not. However, power up spawning in 5 seconds. We're going to see who picks this one up.
I think Dreams&Magic have to really fight for this one. But the protection goes to the way of Dracu. Really well placed there, and they still have a hold of the Soul as well. This is a much, much better round for Sandels.
Now, Dracu's actually using the protection aggressively. He's using it to just eliminate as many people as possible in the mid, in sort of like that mid area of the map, just to keep him away from it. Protection's going to be on for quite a while. He's got 100 health. It's going to be very hard to take this man down.
4 self-damage with a rocket jump. That's a Ranger. Oh my lord.
Nice.
Dracu is just a surgeon with this rocket launcher in this set
so
far.
Oh, he gets another one!
Oh my lord.
He forces out the injection, but again, he's getting completely swarmed. He was on the verge of getting slipped there, but not quite after the injection was used.
My kingdoms finally.
For the first time, though, Dreams&Magic now, they have access to the Soul. They're going to drop it off to Obelisk B if they can get there in time. The 4-man run. And again, heavily chased. It's complete chaos right now. The frags go down, though, but Sandels come off better in that fight.
Are we seeing like deja vu from map 1 again? Is this like Sandels making this 100% comeback just by itself against Dreams&Magic, who are looking so dominant in the first round? Sandels now doing the exact opposite once again.
But this time, it's not because they didn't get the obelisk they wanted. It's the exact same situation as the first round. They're just defending it better this time.
Yeah, it's also just controlling everything, right? Oh, it just comes down to that power up and just how they're positioning themselves here.
Dracu manages to take out Sombra, but as you can see, there's plenty of members of Dreams&Magic on that obelisk trying to take it. It's a 3-man advantage right now. And Anarchy making that swift run back, but Sandels doing everything they can to head them off.
This is huge thing there. Can you see how Sandels always position themselves almost like in this mid-distance, this mid-range, trying to stop him from getting past?
But Anarchy just went...
He's a slippery one, he's gotten through.
He literally just snuck past everybody, but he does get taken out.
Power up in 15 though. Question is, what do you prioritize here? Because right now Sandels are just cleanly getting it back. Thanks to this movement from Gaia and this rocket jumping, gets it through. Is he going to safely get there? He's trying to.
Trying to head him off, but he's going to drop it off. Can he survive long enough using the acid? He's going to take down big damage. Are they going to trade the kill? Quad damage is the pickup. Sombra with 28 health, but with quad damage, I mean, it doesn't matter. If he takes no damage and gets kills, it's great. Oh, no.
Not quite sure, maybe he landed in the acid pool. No, actually, he was taken out by Gaia, some machine gun damage.
Yeah,
Gaia's able to control it. And he also has the Soul. This is best case scenario for Gaia.
Yeah, getting the power up on your team and dropping it off, which means that, I mean, look how much the quad damage is left. That is a chunky amount of time. If he can survive long enough, can he do it?
Oh, my
lord!
One
HP!
That was...
Oh, no!
Oh. Unless he did that deliberately so his teammate could pick it up.
I mean, that is the only thing I can assume. I can assume he killed himself so his ally could take it, and if so, that does actually look like a really good idea.
I hope so.
I mean, it must have been, surely.
That was the big mistake.
That must have been. He had his teammate right next to him.
Oh, and Sombra trying to get the Soul back, but he says no, Guy with his rocket launcher. That triple kill! But just Predator left standing to stop it.
Yeah, just so many frags. I'm really willing to bet, yes, they do manage to take that obelisk. It's 1 each. I'm definitely going to say, by the way, I think that suicide was absolutely intentional. 1 HP and he had a teammate near him. That was absolutely a deliberate suicide to trade off and give your teammate the quad damage. But clearly it worked out really well. I think he grabbed the quad as well. So that good decision paid off, won him the round. Good decision.
I mean, 1 HP in those. Yeah, for a healthy character like Sorlag, it's going to take you quite a while to pick up individual health pickups just to get back to full health. So yeah, makes sense. Optimized.
As you can see, the rounds again have been tied off. But bear in mind, very crucial for Sandels they win this round. This is technically match point for Dreams
Oh,
and
wow,
Magic.
and here comes the cavalry down, all trying to get the rocket launcher at the same time.
I don't think you can very rarely be ready for every member of that team pouring down the rabbit hole like that. However, now they've got the Assault and they're bringing it back to point A. This is the point they took last time. However, there is a big Assault coming through from Dreams and Magic. A lot of people coming in to try and take it back. Trying to get out. I think he was trying to get out safely there.
They've grabbed it, but how do they get back? Looks like Sandels are just doing a good job of just cutting off all of their options at getting to the Obelisk B.
Draku with a cheeky little double right there is going to pass it back, and Gaia now running through. All three of them now going to be hard to really prevent this. 5% on the Obelisk already, and right now, kind of looks like Sandels are repeating history.
Indeed, I mean, they did choose this map. They looked very comfortable on it, but there's that Dire Orb kill going to do it.
Again, Dreams and Magic trying to take this.
Oh, wow. And this is it, you know, just how they control this Obelisk. This is going so well for Sandels so far, and the Predator gets the kill. The percentage is already ticking up quite substantially, already a fifth of the way, 20%. Draku gets a frag to defend it. Once again, not letting him go. Anarchy here stuck between a rock and a hard place next to this Obelisk. Is going to get the kill. Can he safely get away though? Look, he's actually out of it.
Yeah, and you
can see
where,
you can see where Sandels are as well, right? You see Sandels again in this middle area, just trying to stop him from getting through.
But I don't think they're actually quite ready for him. Yeah, they weren't ready fast enough, I think, for him to try and take it. A nice double.
Lord.
Yeah, big damage. However, Dance does actually take out the Anarchy. Now it might get the soul back. We'll see.
Anarchy having a bit of a bath there in acid. Wouldn't recommend it for those of you watching at home.
Here we go. Oh, no, again! We've seen this happen so much today. Heading him off, Slip heads him off, and again, you can just, the amount of time he accidentally wasted by bouncing that off was enough time he needed to take the soul back. Doesn't matter too much though, because Gaia having the soul and protection. These tanky champions with protection are incredibly dangerous.
And now you can see Gaia with that protection. This is very unfortunate for Dreams and Magic, as once again Sandels have controlled the soul. Now he's back on Obelisk A, 30% and going.
Yeah, lots of frags coming out on the side of Sandels, and they had the protection. The second a tanky champion gets protection, they just don't care about it. And again, using the acid to really deny that area.
Now, this is a good situation, though, for Sandels. The adjustment they made in that second round, they've kept that momentum going into round 3. No longer are they going to get that sort of return comeback to them. They're able to actually hold it off this time. Right now, hold Dreams Magic here, taking the soul, but they are still dying for it. I don't know if they can safely get away. Once again, Sandels doing such a good job of just stopping them from getting around, but Sombra here up top waiting for him.
Yep, passing it off to Sombra. He's now going to try and run this all the way back to Obelisk B. Had the high ground advantage, but again, he was just completely met by everyone else on Sandels, consistently ready to head them off and to not let them just take it freely.
You don't know, Balam realizes he's gone the wrong way of getting towards the Obelisk. A little bit of health left now, though, but not too much. His armor's going to help him sponge some damage if he gets hit. But all he has to do is drop this off, and obviously he's got Draku with him. However, a big push once again going over the bush. It doesn't connect. No damage on the table right there. Prediction rockets from Volant trying to keep him at bay. But again, it's just completely even right now. So many people on this Obelisk on either side, but it looks like the defense is coming out quite well from Sandels. Sombra here trying to take this soul off. 55%, not as much as we've seen at this time before, but still a significant amount in this round. Dreams Magic able to get it. Sombra holds onto it, but Draku stops him once again, always waiting to not let him get through. And again, these LGs are going to come through to do a lot of damage. Slip. Anarchy has the soul trying to desperately get it back to B, but he's just getting cut off everywhere he goes. You can see again, they're just not letting him get anywhere. The acid again.
Fantastic map awareness. Really, really good map awareness, where Sandels are consistently just putting up that brick wall of a defense. Speaking of defense, Draku gets the quad damage.
Oh, and there's that rail. Huge coming out, though. 10 health, 5 armor, not a lot left to contest.
He's going to...
Dreams and Magic are actually able to run this through. No, they're getting it back to A. Yes, Sandels controlling it.
Sandels have it now. I think having the quad damage and the point, I mean, it's almost like what we saw with the protection. Can Draku hold this long enough? Can he get the frags he needs to defend this Obelisk with that quad?
Oh, and there's that rail, narrowly misses. Draku was able to top himself up beforehand, so wouldn't have killed him anyway.
Going into the aggressive Ghost Walk up behind Draku, didn't see him, but Predator doesn't quite get it, and again the Dire Orb to turn it back round. Draku is still alive.
Oh, but Anarchy manages to sneak through. He gets the soul. Sombra stops him from chasing him, and Dreams and Magic going to finally be able to get some percentage on the board. He's getting apprehended.
Not quite, actually, still there. This game's been contested. I mean, the defense game from Sandels so far has been superb. Their turnaround on this map, they're clearly comfortable on the map too. Bear in mind, this map was picked by Sandels. They wanted to play on it.
Oh, he caught the rocket on the way down, though, trying to get through, but no, he's headed off by Volant, ready there to stop him from moving through. But Sombra has it. They might... Wait, Sombra's taking the soul to the wrong Obelisk. Does Sombra know he's got it? Sombra's taking it closer to their point.
I'm not really sure, to be honest, but would assume he was just trying to get some frags.
Oh, no.
But he drops it.
I don't think Sombra realized he was holding onto the soul. He took it all that much closer to A. He might have doomed his team in this round.
Well, we'll soon see. I mean, bear in mind, 24%. It's possible that they can win on this, but it's still quite a while before they get it back. They just need to get the soul now.
Well, let's not forget, you know, it takes a total of 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get 100% from 0. So that's the minimum that Dreams and Magic will need to hold it off for. But first they have
rockets.
Yeah, exactly. At first they have to get the soul, and right now that is the problem.
Obviously has to get stacked back up. Dracu very weak. The power-up spawns. But again, with 95% left to go, is there enough time for the power-up to become an important asset in this match?
Not quite sure. 2% left in ticking though, and right now Sandels just looking. Yeah, that is that. What a turnaround from Sandels after losing the first round so convincingly, able to just hold it off for 100% to 0, not once but twice back to back.
It could have taken. I mean, it takes a lot when in that first map on Burial Chamber, when Dreams and Magic turned it around in pretty much the exact same fashion, but much faster, you know, where they made that great comeback, and it was like, right, these guys have just had the comeback they've just made reversed on top of them. How do you recover? And clearly, the way they've recovered is
do it again, and then again.
Just pick a map they're really comfortable with. Like, you know, I was almost a bit surprised to see a team this early pick Lockbox, because it is a lot newer than the others in terms of, you know, how much experience these players have had with it. But you know, as we can clearly see, they played really well. They had an obelisk they wanted to control, especially in, I think, round number 2, where Dreams and Magic, when they managed to get the soul, they manually went to B, and they gave Sandels A, which is a point they clearly were comfortable on.
And, you know, speaking of clearly practiced on that map.
Oh, yeah,
They had obviously put their time into, I mean, it just came down to defense, and it wasn't just how they were defending the obelisk itself, where they had the high ground and they were just pelting rockets down. It was when they realized the soul was taken, and they instantly spread out and just covered all those options that you would need to pass through.
But we didn't really see that in the first round, though. We didn't really see it when, right, the soul's been captured, so now we're going to almost split off into that middle section and just cover all our entrances and to make sure they can't get through. But that was a very distinct and clear adaptation, which does show they must have been practicing the map, because if you practice it, you know what those entrances are, or the exits, if you're going to be the ones that are going to try and take the soul. But this was a map they chose, and it clearly worked out. It's now going to be Dreams and Magic's turn to pick the map.
So this is going to be an interesting thing to take notice of, because they chose Lockbox. That was their map, and they won it very convincingly. But now there's the chance that Dreams and Magic will go, okay, right, well, now it's our turn. What is our favorite, what is our best map?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, even though they looked really strong on Burial Chamber, once again, once a map has been selected in a series, it cannot be selected again. So we're not going to see Burial Chamber.
They can't go back to the map they won, you know.
It's either Blood Covenant or Ruins of Sarnath. It's either one of those two.
Which we've already seen today. You know, they were the two maps we saw in our first series.
But that's why I feel like it's going to be actually a little bit harder, because, you know, Blood Covenant and Ruins of Sarnath, that's, I guess, like the most old school maps in Champions.
It's unlikely you're not going to be ready for either of those maps, because they've been around so long.
For sure. When you see Blood Covenant, you know, you go, okay, well, you know, clearly this is a map these guys would have played a lot more than potentially the other maps. But with Ruins of Sarnath and Blood Covenant, I think there's actually the same scope of the same amount of time. So it's kind of hard to pick which one they'll be comfortable with in terms of just game time alone, because it's identical game time.
Of course, but we'll be getting into this match as soon as the players have decided, which hopefully won't be too long now. But again, back to Champion Select. I think we saw the near enough the same lineup. Anarchy making a huge difference in the first map, and I don't want to say not making a difference in the second one, because the first round he definitely was, but it was more that I think Sandels were doing a better job of playing around the Anarchy. You know, they knew he was likely going to be the one to go through, and they know that Anarchy is likely to go certain ways because of how fast he can get around. They always had at least 2 people there ready, waiting for him to go through.
It's got to be quite a fast turnaround, though, to go, right, well, we know that Anarchy's taken the soul. And having the speed in your own movement to be able to get to everywhere possible to head them off. I think the only place we saw on Lockbox where Anarchy was a little bit more free, I think, to hold off and almost like sneak past was the very top, where he took that sort of rocket jump up top and went across like sort of like the high ground. Because, you know, the main place they defended was sort of on that sort of like bottom floor near rocket launcher. They were spread out, yes, but the absolute top section, Anarchy was sort of like freely running through. But, you know, it takes a long time to get up there if you are from the basement and you're not playing as Anarchy. So, you know, I think that was a good awareness from him. But, you know, it was even better awareness from Sandels to make sure they covered all those bases, even though Anarchy was the one that was pushing it. So I think that, you know, this game plan of having Anarchy, you know, really running that soul as fast as possible, I think we're still going to see it again. But The question is just, what is the map they choose that lets them do that?
A big thing there, though, in that map specifically, was just the sheer amount of acid that was around. How many times we see people just hurt themselves by accidentally stepping foot in acid or trying to run through, just, tough out that damage to get to the other side as fast as possible. That's not going to be as much of a problem on the other maps at all.
Lockbox is definitely a weird one in that respect, I think.
Yeah, I don't think there really is any similar kind of arena hazards on Blood Covenant or Ruins, especially to the same degree of that acid there. So I don't think that's going to be quite as much of a decisive factor.
It's really hard to pick who I like in this matchup out of the two teams because, I mean, it was very easy after Burial Chamber to say, well, I kind of just feel like Dreams&Magic just have got it together. But speaking of getting it together, Sandels, that performance on honestly, was really impressive.
My prediction for map 3 goes to Sandels because
I feel like it might be 2-1. I think it could be 2-1.
I think it's going to be 2-1 to Sandels as an overall score, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Sandels take 2 rounds in a row here because in the first map we saw them go down really bad. In terms of they made that full comeback and then the exact same thing happened to them again. And then Dreams&Magic had that momentum in the first round and took that one too. But the adaptation Sandels made as a team to swap around, and the fact that even by the end of that, at no point in that last round were Dreams&Magic not having the same thing done to them again. So to lose 2 rounds back-to-back 100-0, I think Sandels have done a better job of adapting and conditioning to what they're doing, and Dreams&Magic aren't quite catching up to that.
So do you almost feel like in this next map, even though Dreams&Magic are the ones that are picking this map, do you almost feel like maybe they might not be able to adapt as fast as Sandels have?
I think if Dreams&Magic don't take this first round in this final game, I don't think they'll take the game.
Well, we'll soon find out. Blood Covenant is the map that's been selected. Let's have a look at this champion select. Looks very much like so far the same composition from both sides. The tankiness really coming out of Gaia once again with the Saw lag. Sombra again sticking with that Scale Bearer. So far, kind of looks like pretty much the exact same thing we saw last time.
Slip on Anarchy again, but one thing we've already seen today...
Anarchy on Blood Covenant, though.
Anarchy on Blood Covenant and Nyx on the same team. Like, it is not going to be as easy to just cover their escape routes as we potentially saw before.
Blood Covenant with that almost like 3-tier pathing. You've got the bottom floor, you've got the sort of like the main area across the middle, and then if you're playing as Anarchy or Nyx, who can freely navigate the top floor, where they can make those jumps from bridge to rail or jump from rocket launcher all the way over to the armor near rail. Anarchy, not so much as Nyx has that wall jump where she can navigate massively, but Anarchy can still make those jumps as well. So I feel like him running the Soul is going to become a lot more unpredictable on Blood Covenant because there is just, I don't feel like with 4 people you physically can cover every exit on Blood Covenant. There's just too many.
We'll have to see whether they can at least cover as much as they can, right? Because there's going to be certain likely ones. It's not. I don't think it's quite like they just threw people at the exits and were like, right, in case he goes there, go there. I think.
No, definitely not.
I think it was very reactive. Like they were saying, okay, as a group, Anarchy's got it. He's on the right-hand side, or whatever they might have said in their comms, right? I'm sure that's not what they say, but something like it.
Maybe.
But, I mean, Blood Covenant is quite, like you said, a stable map. We've seen this quite a lot already. Even in Duel, we saw it. But obviously, the sacrifice versions of these maps that are in both game modes, much more open. So opened up, there's a few more routes to take. Pickup placement is a little bit different here and there. So we have to see how they can play this one out.
So, bear in mind, guys, this is our round of 16 match. Whatever team wins this map will move on into tomorrow's playoffs.
Oh, starting things off with the rail, though.
They're going to trade 1-for-1. A 1-for-1 trade so far. Oh, actually, interesting that rail missed.
Oh, and the acid comes down.
Here we go. The Soul on this map in particular, though, spawned in a very hostile environment right at the bottom, where everyone's going to focus their rockets. Now, Slip going into the obelisk. Does that drop it off before he gets taken out? And again, now, Sandels forced to a different obelisk.
Indeed, they are slowly starting to add this up, but just like that, they're able to take the Soul away. Throws it up top, follows up with the Dire Orb. There's that mobility. Sombra not letting it go anywhere down, throws it straight back down to the bottom, and follows up with a rail. And once again, Dreams&Magic are able to take control of this obelisk.
It's going to be really interesting to see how Sandels answer back on this, because, I mean, like, they had such a good performance on Lockbox. However, Dreams&Magic, again, they picked the map, so it's clearly one they're going to be comfortable on.
Oh, the prediction. And Dansk walks straight into it. Oh, Sombra, this one-man defensive behemoth.
I mean, he's got so much health and armor left as well, and he's got a bull rush. He's not finished yet, no doubt.
He has plenty of health to work with too. 5 and a bunch of armor, but Dansk getting a little bit of damage down with the rocket. Nice prediction, 15 health. Ooh, just got taken down by that one.
Draku, point blank. Ball rush as well, taking him out.
But you can see now Sandels is starting to really gather around it, and the health is really rapidly disappearing from Sombra.
Oh, no. Okay, here we go. They've taken him out. So Sandels now have access to the soul. But as we've seen before, Blood Covenant, it's not easy to get this back to your own obelisk.
So far, though, he's actually been quite uncontested. Sandels very easily able to take this one over. Yeah, Verlaine captures it for free.
But Slip with the aggression going in with the Dire Orb as well. They're going to be two-man push. Slip getting a double kill as well. And again, as you can see, 3 seconds away, this power-up's going to appear and change the game completely.
Indeed, you see Predator. I mean, this is it. It's Nyx and Anarchy running together, trying to get this, then instantly killed, and they get it effortlessly back.
And I believe as well the power-up was quad damage. As you can see, all 4 members of Sandals all sort of covering up near, but Sombra with that quad, he can probably take out all 4 members of this team from far away if he wants to. Prioritizing the Nyx. Oh, tried to prioritize the Nyx first, but went for his target a little bit too late. But either way, Dreams&Magic still have the quad. And just look at that percentage, 55% already gone in 2.5 minutes.
That's pretty significant, considering it's going to be quite hard to get it back. I mean, just the difficulty Sandals having of taking this away. Dreams&Magic looking a lot more comfortable in this map. Maybe Lockbox was just a map they weren't ready for.
I mean, that's we talked about the double-edged sword, right? And how it was just clearly a good pick for Sandals. But Blood Covenant, where Dreams&Magic look much more comfortable.
That's going to go down though. Dreams&Magic still holding on to it though, 70% and counting, rapidly climbing too. Draku trying to pepper some rockets down onto the point, goes up with a jump pad. Draku still plenty of health left to work with. Misses L'Oreal though, could be in quite some trouble here. The Ghost Walk used aggressively, throws him off with a lightning gun.
I mean, even though he didn't get a frag there, that Ghost Walk did a great job of just keeping Draku away. You know, just forcing away from the point, and Nyx gets the gauntlet kill right before Mega.
Getting this LG and the rocket combo, so he's getting some of those more key weapons stocked up now, but it's so hard. Dreams&Magic, 91% on this and climbing, doing such a good job of defending this point, and Sandals just don't have the coordination to take it out so far.
Yeah, this has been a fantastic round from Dreams&Magic. I'm kind of expecting him to really take this one. However, the challenge comes through, but no, I don't even think he has much ammunition beyond the regular. There we go again, 99% left, looking to be 100.
Indeed, and then we go 1% away, but he has managed to take the soul. If Guy can get this back and hold this off, we could see the comeback. Oh, Anarchy's in his way, misses the super shotgun, like a huge slip. Oh, that miss was so costly.
Especially a point blank against Anarchy too. Predator though, hang on a minute, does get taken out. Quad damage.
Goes down.
Yeah, they're consistently trading frags rather than getting the frag and then taking quad. Draku coming through, he has quad now.
And Draku's doing a really good job just holding this off himself. Follows it just in case he teleports to it. He does super late, but the quad damage machine gun's still doing a ton of damage. And they're still holding onto the obelisk as well. If they can hold this for 80%, it's a tall order, but not impossible. They've already done it today.
Oh, Anarchy slips away. Doesn't get it. Hang on, they take him out. Draku didn't quite get the frag, but the rest of his team did follow up. I mean, don't call it a comeback. This could totally happen, but it's going to be difficult.
Hey, we've already seen Sandals take 100% of the capture by itself. The quad damage narrowly goes down. It's not going to have much left of it at all, but if he can get a few kills, this will be the important one. Ever so slightly running away. Anarchy's trying to capture the soul once again. He's zipping around, has the soul. Does he run away or does he fight? He drops it down.
They did force the injection, gets 1. Can he get 2? He does get 2. Now Dax with the defense.
They hold this, landing gun comes in, they're getting really aggressive now. They want to go, they know they've got 1% left, but are they getting a bit too impatient trying to get it back?
That was a lovely rocket. I mean, the problem is, if you're going to be impatient, every single frag will start to add up, but just look at how many members of this team are starting to push this obelisk. They get a rocket as well, that might have been it.
Not quite sure, somewhere around the side. Losing quite a lot. You see him trying to get it back. Soul is stolen, Predator has control of it. Sandals aren't where they need to be. They're nowhere near the obelisk.
I wonder if the intention is actually to head them off, expecting them to take it. They have actually gone back towards obelisk A, but I wonder if it's going to be enough. Volan gets fragged as well. And at this stage, Predator just needs to put it down, and the Mega Health just made it so much harder.
I think that might be it. That might be it. Dance is trying to stop him. Predator puts it down. His teammates are there. And it is. There we go. Round number 1 goes in the way of Dreams&Magic. Sandals, after looking quite dire early on, were able to make a bit of a comeback. They did get over 50% by itself, so they were in a good process of making it, but unfortunately weren't able to just hold on to it long enough.
The message is that they just need to do that again, but a little bit better. The fact that it wasn't a complete wash means that they clearly have what it takes to seize and control an obelisk. They just need to be a little bit more on the ball. Bear in mind, at this stage, Dreams&Magic are now on match point.
Indeed, 1 round away from qualifying through to tomorrow's playoffs, and Sandals, if they lose this round, will be eliminated. We'll have to see them again next week. Actually, there is only 2 opportunities to qualify for this, so, you know, this is half the opportunity gone.
Going in for the acid. Slip cannot tank all of the damage that Sorlag will dish out. The question is, what obelisk do they choose to control? Draku putting it on number B. Number B? Letter B. I can't math or number today, I'm so sorry.
I can find that's almost quite a difficult situation though, because if both teams want to capture the same obelisk, if you're about to capture B, and if you really want B, and then you die near B, and then pick it up, you've just done all the hard work for them and moved it closer. Oh, and that clutch rail. Draku on point again.
However, that they have got a much more sort of aggressive defense. Even though it gets taken out, they trade Rocket for a frag. But they're looking very likely now that Dreams&Magic going to take this one back.
Oh, drops down the soul. Predator's trying to run it away now.
Again, they're heading him off though down. They've clearly communicated
all
all four members trying to head them off and then sandwich them in. Gaia with the area denial of the acid perfectly distributed across the floor.
Acid killed both of the runners there. That was really well played. Max is able to salvage it again. His team's there. Oh,
Interesting. Oh,
they dropped it.
Oh,
and
no.
he just bore straight through. Wow, Vernon, the rudeness, the brashness to just run straight through the soul that he tried dropping for his teammate.
that was very unfortunate. But right there, trying to go in for the ground rocket. But this is anarchy we're talking about. You can't hit this guy with a lot of ground rockets.
Going down the bottom again. Are they going to be? There's one person in place to stop him, but he is outnumbered massively. Yeah, instantly deleted. And once again, Sorlag here, guys here trying to stop him, but he is just running straight past him. Slip wants nothing to do with it. Wants to drop the soul off first and then fight.
Now, 22%. If you can hold the soul for ages, 22% isn't a whole lot. Quad damage comes through. Slip gets the quad damage with Anarchy as well. So he's going to be fast, he's going to be aggressive. He can defend this basically anywhere he wants now.
Thanks. Oh, he actually managed to sneak the soul. I don't know, Slip. Yeah, Slip didn't realize the soul wasn't there.
Yeah,
He's actually wasted a bunch of this quad time as well.
Evidently not. He's actually only got half of the quad to work with now. He's going to try and control. Is anyone there on the defense? Not quite. They're going to pile in every single one, but he's got quad damage. Can he frag everyone he needs to? He has got the injection.
Oh, but he
nailed the wall.
Obelisk.
He nail gunned the obelisk and accidentally fragged himself. That's a major error.
I don't think I've ever seen someone kill themselves with a quad self nail before.
That's
That's
a first.
unfortunate.
However, Sombra does sort of recover.
Though Sombra's able to snag it away. They're going down the bottom. They think he's going to... Yeah, he's completely outread them. He's running through for free. Especially
with the rest of his team to back up and only one person trying to meet him. They're going to drop it off regardless. Draku with the telefrag.
Oh, nice screen of just a dead body. Brilliant. But this obelisk 13% and climbing again. Sandels with a bit of a lead, but Dreams&Magic really making this one work this round. Getting some crucial frags, but he needs to stay alive. We just a bit longer. Does get the good rocket. Can he secure it? He can, but the invisible Nyx doesn't get spotted immediately. Nice frag from Dansk. Oh, the soul goes out. But you can just see that it's not as easy to ground rocket Anarchy because he's in the air so often. Predator catching a crucial rail just to sort of stop comeback. Luckily though, he is super squishy, that low health. We can see that one member of Sandels is down there trying to get it. Not sure if they've seen him yet. Oh, they saw a little bit too late. He's running away. Can he get away in time? Oh, destroyed. Splat with that rocket launcher, and Predator gets the soul, puts it straight back on again. Power-up's going to spawn again, so again, we just, you see consistently how much of a game changer the power-up actually does bring to the table. Who's going to get it? Oh, hits the rail, knocks him off, and there's the follow-up. 2 immediate shots back-to-back. It looks like Dreams&Magic are going to easily get hold of this. And it kind of looked to me like the Scale Bearer was the one that just picked up that protection, so taking an obelisk from a... No, actually, no, it's Ranger. Ah, interesting. I actually picked up the Mega as well, so he's going to be just as difficult to take it from. Oh, got the soul, but died immediately. Dreams&Magic looking really strong. Now they actually have the lead, they have the protection, and they have it. But here we go, Sandels are here in force to try and get the soul away, but they are dying. Draku goes down, the soul is on the floor. Everyone focused him down as hard as physically possible, but it just isn't enough. The amount of damage that you mitigate when you get the protection is unbelievable. Oh, he tries to get the armor, but Dan says, no, you don't. This is mine. Okay, they're going to try and sort of push this obelisk again, but just as solid as a rock defense from Dreams&Magic. The second they actually manage to secure the obelisk, they do such a good job of holding it, and right now they've taken the lead, and not only that, but it is going down so quickly. Maxes out his armor as well, though. Max looking really good here just to defend the obelisk. 69% climbing, 70. What a lead. Dreams&Magic are able to bring out. They are less than 30% away from winning this series and qualifying through tomorrow's playoffs. You can see Gaia sort of sitting at the bottom. No one's clocked him just yet. I think he's maybe waiting for the rest of his team to go and waiting for a chance to maybe ambush. They haven't seen him. Oh, he goes through. He has enough. There we go, the LG. Oh, that dire of damage. The acid that's going to start ticking. He's to get health. He's going to die. Yes, there we go.
Oh, Draku cleaning up with the rocket. Does manage to take the soul, but you can just see Dreams&Magic. The second someone collects the soul, they just pile in.
Oh, and Slip goes down. No, Slip gets the kill on Dansk, I should say.
Oh, 93%. This is going down so quickly. They're trying to push it, but it's just not enough. It is never enough.
Not quite sure. Slip's able to drop it off.
Oh,
but that's
no.
with the gauntlet trying to stop him. Sandels need to do everything they can. But no, Dreams&Magic is there ready to stop him from running away. They steal it.
This final fight is looking to be a 2 versus 3 until someone else turns up, but at this stage, it is just going down so quickly. Dreams&Magic with an absolutely bulletproof defense, and just like that, they take the game, and they move on to the playoffs over Sandels.
Really well played there, though. 2 very strong rounds. We saw that was it. That was so... That final round, it came down to that final round. You know, it was looking really good for Sandels earlier on, but unfortunately, Dreams&Magic, once they set up that wall defense, they were able to take round 1 very convincingly, and again, they just were able to set themselves up really well.